I did a research project trying to understand how people with sight impairment experience a sense of well-being and belonging with nature. And it was clear that there was never really the opportunity for people with sight impairment to be the curators of their nature experiences. And so the idea behind this project was really to try and work out how can we bring people with sight impairment to the heart of Westonbirt's volunteer guide team to really be designing these rich sensory experiences for all sorts of visitors on site.
I, along with Sarah, worked with the Westonbirt training team to really reconfigure and redesign their guide training program to make it inclusive of visually impaired trainees and develop their guiding skills in an experiential way. And I think that's helped convey the importance of making training programs inclusive. But for Westonbirt, I think it's helped them rethink the training program and how they use it going forward with all of their trainees, not just those with visual impairment.
When I lost my sight, one of the things I had lost was the ability to engage with nature properly. Because I couldn't see it anymore, I then was invited to join this project to teach sighted people on how to engage with Westonbirt, and for the first time walk with the heads looking up or touching the trees and the sensation of being close to a tree. We've had people that have been coming to Westonbirt for years and then suddenly realise that they actually haven't looked at it properly or listened to it or touched it or smelt it, and then realising that they've actually missed out on so much.
I became involved leading anybody, either sighted or blind, around the Arboretum, and I get really quite excited by feeling different things as you feel your way along a branch, the textures of the bark, the moss, the lichen. You might discover a fungi. There's something different, and it's all just magical experience as you feel your way around the trees. I also like to introduce people to their internal senses, to their senses of proprioception, how they feel inside in response to what they're experiencing on the outside. The feeling of leaning against a tree and getting the strength from the tree. And for me, it's just really deepened that sense of being able to connect with nature, with the landscape around us. And every day when I come to Westonbirt, it's just such a refreshing experience. I've never had a bad day here. I've always discovered something new. And even when it's raining, that gives you the opportunity to stick your tongue out and taste the rain.
This project has gone beyond any expectations we had at the beginning. You know, when we wrote the proposal, we thought perhaps we'd run 4 or 5 visually impaired VI guide-led walks on site. We thought maybe it might open up people's awareness of different ways of interpreting these settings. We had no idea that we would actually continue to run these walks. You know, we ran them throughout October, and now Westonbirt are running them throughout this year as well, with the hope of being able to continue it into next year. And they really have brought our visually impaired guides to the heart of their guide team. And I can see that their existing guides as well are starting to bring in more of those sensory experiences to their walks. So it's gone well beyond anything we ever hoped it would, which is really exciting.